What's going on, guys? Gomes here, back again on another MLB The Show 19 Diamond Dynasty video. The day has finally come. Today is going to be a pretty big day. Of course, tonight is Game 7 of the World Series. This video should be coming out just a couple hours prior. Before we hop into this one, I want you guys to go down below in the comment section. Let me know the score of tonight's game, the winner, of course, and the World Series MVP. And for the first person that guessed those correct, or the closest, I am gonna have something for you, so I'll get in contact with you and then you will get a prize. So let me know down below in the comment section what you think. Personally, I'm leaning Nats World Series MVP. I'm gonna go with probably Juan Soto, but quickly, if you guys can leave a like down below on this video, definitely helps me out. Subscribe if you guys are new to the channel, that would very much help me out as well. Today we are talking about the postseason collection. Now this is something that I referenced in a couple of videos, or not a couple of videos, but a couple weeks ago rather, about the World Series collection, why these moments are going to be so important within the wild card, the division series, the championship series. Not only are you getting to get some free diamond players that you can go ahead and keep on your team, or go ahead and sell for about 8 to 10k a piece they're going for right now. There's going to be a collection towards the end, or rather at the end of the postseason, where you're going to be putting in some of those cards, and presumably, of course, you're going to be getting the 99 overall World Series MVP. Now this is extra special, and I'm pretty much going to guarantee, because I would be shocked and a half, I would be utterly appalled if the World Series MVP does not get a 99 overall card, because we're seeing finest cards coming out at 99 overall. Hell, Matt Boyd got a 94 overall, and he was good, but 94, clearly overalls are juiced this year, as we know, because so many signature series cards have came out. This is definitely the most jam-packed content year of Diamond Dynasty that we've ever had. So the World Series MVP, we can all pretty much safely assume, is going to be a 99 overall. Once you are able to collect all 4 of those vouchers, which are very important, like I said, I think what's going to happen is you're going to have those 4 vouchers, and maybe that's going to get you a pack to get some of the World Series players if they have it switched up a little bit. I'm not too sure, because currently the only way to get those players is within the moments, and you can only choose a handful. So we do have 3 of those collect vouchers right now, and the 4th will be coming. I quickly want to make note, if you can kind of squint, it does say November 6th. They did at first say on the 31st, which would be Halloween tomorrow, but I think they didn't realize how far the World Series would go. Of course, it's going to Game 7, the maximum, and then we also have the 9th inning program coming out tomorrow, so it makes sense. They don't want to drop everything all at once, and I'm personally a big fan of that, because I would not want everything to be dropped all at once, and it kind of gets lost in some of us, because we're all hyped for the 9th inning program, and then some of us might not look towards the postseason or the World Series MVP cards. So keep in mind, November 6th is now the content drop for the World Series players, but make sure that you are doing those. I think that's probably when the last set of moments is going to be coming out, so also we are not going to be able to do it for that reason either until that 4th postseason voucher comes out. So it is going to be pretty crazy as far as the collection goes. What I was saying about the pack, something I would imagine is kind of in a way how they've done Finest, but the reverse a little bit, because Finest are more so found, you can only get 1 throughout the moments, and then I think it's going to be like that. We're going to have players, obviously there's going to be multiple players that come out. If you even look at the championship series round, I think we saw 2 per team that they were releasing. Like, I know we got 2 Cardinals, that being, we got the reliever of theirs, Ryan Helsley, and then Jose Martinez. So I think we might be getting at least 2 Astros and at least 2 Nationals. Hopefully it's even more, but I just want a whole bunch of content. And then I think there's going to have different levels, which has, the different tier of cards. Maybe they're going to have like a cumulative, guys like Juan Soto, who I would think deserved a card already. However, if you guys are not aware, on Twitter, they did go ahead and show off his 98 overall finest card, which is going to be interesting. I know Juan Soto is the thumbnail for this video. If he gets World Series MVP, they kind of have to give him a, a 99 overall overall card. So it's going to be weird having a 98 and a 99 Juan Soto if that does go ahead and be the case. But also guys like Adam Eaton are right there. George Springer's had a really good World Series. Steven Strasburg's been insane. I know we got a reliever card of him, but I think we definitely deserve to get a really good Steven Strasburg. And that's, I think, kind of what's going to happen. We're going to get multiple, like 97, 98, 99 overall cards. Some really good cards. These are, all right, like a 93 overall Carlos Correa. But for the World Series round, I think we're definitely going to get some very great players, and that is going to be on the tier system, kind of like we have been seeing with the finest cards. So it might be the first one is collect, if I can actually find the right one, collect 5 postseason players, and then you're going to get this card, or you're going to get this for doing that. Collecting 10 postseason players get you lists, and maybe it's going to be collecting all the postseason players, maybe it's going to be collecting the majority of them, and then you're going to get the World Series MVP, whoever that ends up to be. And I think the voucher, if that would have anything to do kind of with the Tops Now, how they were doing that, the vouchers that you would earn from those ends up getting you a pack. Vouchers, the only thing we've really been seeing those for, is for packs or for events, of course, where you would go on to get more players. So it could be either, it could be like events where you do get vouchers there, and that's going to be another way to earn progress throughout. That is a possibility. So it gives you more reason to grind for these cards rather than spending money, spending stubs on these cards and just collecting them all throughout. It could be a cheaper way to end up going and getting this done. So either way, I think it's going to be really cool. I'm really excited for all the postseason content, the World Series content that is going to come out. And I just think we're going to see some really good players. So I just wanted to make this video and kind of alert you guys once again that it is delayed. The postseason content is going to be pushed back about a week. And then also just talk a little bit more about, really what's going to happen. So as far as how you guys can get ready for it, I do think, and I mentioned this in my first postseason video, I do think it's a very good idea for you guys to go ahead and start collecting some of these World Series players, because believe it or not, the words or the term World Series collection or postseason collection might make you believe that you have to collect something in order to get progress, in order to get the top cards. So having these is going to help out. You can see they're usually going for about anywhere between 5 to 8,000, 5 to 7,000. As always, I'm going to reiterate, however, I do not think I should have to, but yet I still see sometimes people, I watch videos sometimes and people will just buy the card straight out. Yes, it might seem like it's only 2,000 stubs, but that's 2,000 stubs that you can put towards another player. If you did that for 3 times, that's a whole nother postseason player that you could get and go ahead and get more progress for the collection when it does come out. So I think it's a good idea. Start collecting some of these. I highly doubt it really matters who you get, so just get the cheapest ones possible. I do think I only have Correa, Altuve, and I have the 2 Rays, Yandy Diaz and Blake Snell. So I'm probably going to be using some of the stubs that I have right now and, getting some more of these cards, because I think the World Series MVP is going to be very good. Even if it is like an Adam Eaton, he's already had a really good World Series, and if he does have a phenomenal Game 7, if he hits a walk-off home run, if he hits a go-ahead 3-run shot, if he hits 5 triples, whatever the case might be, I do think no matter who it is, they're going to make a really good card. We saw last year with Steve Pearce, he was an alright player, but it wasn't like he was a Silver Live Series, damn it, so you can obviously tell he wasn't one of the cream of the crop, but they still did get him a really, really good 95, 96 overall card, and they obviously adjusted stats to be like that and towards his play, so he had really good power, really good contact, and he could also play second base. So no matter who it gets, even if it's not one of the top names, like a Scherzer, like a Juan Soto, as far as postseason content goes, and this is something I did want to bring up, I don't know if it's possible, I don't know if they would make another Jose Altuve if he gets World Series MVP, or really what they would do. guess they would kind of have to, but then again, he's in consideration for a Signature Series card. It's going to be weird if like Correa wins World Series MVP, just goes off, and he already has the top postseason card, but nonetheless, they are pretty much forced to do whatever happens. I know I tweeted this out when I saw the 98 Juan Soto finest card being revealed. That's going to be in the 9th inning program. He's one of the 200-star players, if I didn't mention that prior. But somebody said that they came out with a really good Julian Edelman, of course, the New England Patriots wide receiver last year, and then he, of course, won Super Bowl MVP in that game against the Los Angeles Rams in that low-scoring affair. So that might be another case that we might see. Regardless, it's going to be fun. It's going to be great, and I am super excited for Game 7 of the World Series. We got Mad Max Scherzer versus Zachariah Greinke. It should be a phenomenal game nonetheless. Once again, let me know who you guys are predicting, who's going to win, what's the score, who's going to be World Series MVP, the closest, or whoever gets it right on the first. I am going to get you guys a prize. We're going to be in contact, so make sure to do that. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like down below. Hope you guys have a great day. There goes some soda. Yay!
Love is love, and hate is hate. To die is an awesome adventure, and I can hardly wait. Earth is a prison, I need a great escape. You know I'm in my zone when I'm up in outer space. You know I'm in my zone when I'm up in outer space. You know I'm in my zone when I'm up in outer space. You know I'm in my zone. You know I'm in my zone. I took a bite of the glory.